How you going? This is, to be completely honest, there wasn't a plan for a video this week.
This is going to be a big ripper. This time, I don't get splashed. I bet that's going to pick up a lot of pace.
Well, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are and what time of day it is. Where you are right now, it's Saturday afternoon here, or late Saturday afternoon, and this video is going to go live in the morning, so Sunday mornings will be there for you to watch. And if you're wondering why I'm home, I guess the answer is you'll have to wait. But yeah, look, we're home a bit earlier than we thought would be. Unfortunately, we had to cut our trip short. Someone was crook, so I'll leave you hanging a bit for that one and see if you can guess who it was. But unfortunately, we're also late leaving for this trip as well, and because someone was crook. But we ended up getting going and we had a fantastic time. We've seen some glorious places and some amazing locations, and we did a few different things. And this trip had its challenges, like every trip does. There's always something that happens, or something goes wrong, or something breaks, or something that's exciting for you and probably frustrating for us as people that do this. When things go wrong, we don't always show it, but that's all part of the experience. And yeah, I'm sure it'll be worth a watch. There wasn't a plan to do a video this week, to be honest with you. Like I think it was maybe 5 weeks ago, I think I sat down and sort of had the chat with this and said, I don't know what's coming up or what the future holds, because there was a lot of variables at the time, and everything settled down. It was just, I just didn't know what was going on, and unfortunately there were some things going on with the cars and all those types of things that just took my time, and I just didn't have any ability to make videos, and I just had to focus on family and trying to get ready for a trip which we were grossly underprepared for, but we ended up getting it worked out anyway. So as of next week, all the videos will be coming out weekly again. Now, there was some things that we filmed before the trip, so there is a couple other things to get through. I guess on a personal front, this morning I actually picked up my FG Falcon, and the cars are both all fixed up and all good. The Pajero performed really well through the trip, and obviously the video that went live last week with the airbags, and I feel like it was missed as well. We ended up getting some heavy duty shocks put in when we got the service done, and got all the oil leaks fixed up, and the suspension upgrades performed really well. And let me tell you, some of the roads out there on the Ningaloo road there in the coast there are absolutely bloody terrible, and we definitely got it tested out. And yeah, we'll got bogged a few times in a few places as well, and but we had a good time doing it all. Speaking of airbags, this trip we actually managed to test out a few other new products and a bit of new gear as well, which was really cool, and sort of have some feedback and probably some videos to come through in those in time. I don't know when, but maybe in a couple of months' time. There's likely I don't know how many videos we got out of it. We recorded a lot in this trip, and there's going to be plenty to show you. And what I might do is, I'll probably later on tonight, if I get time, I'll at the end of this video I'll chuck in some shorts and some highlights and some bits and pieces from the video. it'll be a bit random, but there'll just be some things in there that'll be from the series. I'll just pick something from each location and you know, sort of see how it comes out. So stick around if you want to see that one. Electronics was something we were having problems with before we left, so got the GoPro swapped over. So this is on the Hero 12 we're filming on now. This will be the first video I do in 4K. I normally do 1080p, so let me know if this one comes through, you know, if it looks nicer. I don't normally do 4K because the amount of data you use is pretty bloody stupid, but the drone I had from DJI, which is the Mavic 3, was absolutely incredible. Some of the footage, some of the locations was pretty insane. I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy that one. And weather-wise for this trip, well, we had some great weather, but you also had some absolutely bloody terrible weather. 35 to 45 k/h winds was kind of a common thing, unfortunately, but that didn't stop us getting out and experiencing some things, and there'll be some things to sort of share with you on that one as well. So on the cars, I've had some questions about those. So the Pajero, the cost to get that fixed up and everything sort of done there was $3,600, which was an insane amount of money. So we had the heavy duty shocks go in because the previous shocks were absolutely torched, which wasn't great for the tyres, unfortunately. The airbags, we got sponsored for those ones, so we didn't have to pay for those. We've got a service done. There was the oil leaks, so it was a fairly good outcome. So there was the sump that was leaking, which was around $900, and the turbo return gasket was another oil leak. That was fairly inexpensive, and we had the service done as well, and got all that sorted out, and the car performed fantastically for the trip. So all the work that was done, it paid off, and that's on, you know, some of the roads we had to deal with as well were you know, were terrible. The cars performed quite well. The FG Falcon, that cost us $1,500, so we had a service which was $300, and then finding the fault was a bit of an issue. So there was the I forget what it's called now, it's the immobiliser, was sort of killing the engine, required a whole new bloody computer and set up things. So that was $1,500. So $5,000 is what the cars end up costing us. Picked up the Ford this morning. They had the car a month. They completely balls it up, the dealership. I won't name them, but geez, they stuffed some things up, and some of the information was inaccurate, and they weren't honest. They tried to hide things, cover things. They weren't missing. They weren't answering calls, weren't returning calls. They were hanging up phone calls, and ended up getting it fixed up this morning. So the month that was gone. So yeah, all back on board, and yeah, sort of pretty happy to have all that sort of done, and now we're sort of back home. And today we've been sort of cleaning up the Pajero, cleaning the car, and the canvas for the annexes and those types of things, and it's all pretty much sorted. So the feedback we had on the video that we did, I don't know, was it 5 weeks ago, when we're talking about not knowing what's going to be happening next, the things many of you had to say was just incredible. So nice and heartfelt and supportive and inspiring, and couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. It was so nice to hear, and sort of, I read every single comment, I reply to every single comment, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook Messenger. You know, we get some silly ones, but I reply to all of them, and there was only been one negative comment, and everything else was just absolutely nice and heartfelt. And I want to let you know, myself and Eda had a pretty nice time reading those, and you know, I sort of it's pretty easy to keep focused and keep on track and keep motoring on, and we were absolutely going to keep doing that. So yeah, we're good to go now, but I just want to make a point to say, hey, thank you. And I'll also say thank you, they're probably not going to be watching this anyway, but thank you to those that gave some gear to try it for this trip. And if you weren't aware as well, like, if you're interested, we do have a Patreon channel as well, or page, whatever you want to call it, and the patrons have been getting some of the stuff from the trip early, and we'll continue to get some things. So whenever we record, we just record some sort of spur of moment things and just upload them. So if you're interested in getting some stuff from the trip ahead of time, check it out. There is a 7-day free trial there, and it's there for you to check out. And if you don't, that's all good as well. But I reckon that'll probably wrap it up. I guess I just wanted to drop in and say g'day. Hey, everything's good. We're home a bit earlier. We left a bit later, but it's all good. We had a great time, and we've got we've got an absolute crap load to share with you. There's a lot of things we did and a lot of things we've seen and experienced, and there's also some opportunities for us going forward, which we can't wait to share with you in the future. So thank you, and if you stuck around to this part of the video, I'll make sure I chuck up some outtakes. There's some bits and pieces from the video for you now. See you in the next one. Hooroo. How are you? So we've arrived at camp here. It's, what's this place called, Zach? Unfortunately, in a situation where someone's come down in a truck here with a caravan that's not off-road. They're just getting bogged and getting nowhere. Consequently, because we stopped, we were bloody bogged. Bogged twice, I think, once we got started. Yeah, maybe a third time as well. It's definitely the worst road that I've ever been on. 2-minute noodles, mate. How do you like to have it?
Just like this. It tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
I can just take one thing.
We're at Yardie Creek now. We packed up. Oh, it's about an hour drive up that track there, and I've got to be honest with you, I never want to do it again. Righty, so we've arrived at Turquoise Bay. Look, yeah, we've been off grid since last week, so. Rightio, here we are in Exmouth now. We just place is incredible. It is absolutely bloody stunning. Just had a little incident with the drone. I nearly didn't get it home. Oh, there was a little surprise shower, and sometimes it can be a bit of a bloody rookie, hey? It's like, I've never done it this before. Brought back memories. You could got one of these, right?
G'day.
Flies are horrendous, gotta be honest with you, but this is absolutely breathtaking. It's incredible. I'm not scared of heights, but I also don't like being up real high unless I have to. It is a bit unnerving, but